Women do not care about your money. Now, I know that that's very difficult for some people to believe, especially because a lot of media these days and a lot of influencers push this message out there. And the reason why they push it out there is because people buy it. Okay, people take their time to consume this content, which then makes these influencers a lot of money. Okay, but these people are basically profiting off of your insecurities. And when I say profiting off of your insecurities, obviously that's not necessarily a bad thing because the whole concept of business is about creating problems and then solving them for you. But at the same time, they're not solving your problems. Okay, it's an endless cycle. They are not only profiting off of your insecurities, they are creating your insecurities. They are perpetuating your insecurities that you have from within. Okay, now what you have to understand is that most people watching this video, and I know this because I look at my analytics, I read my comments, I have a general understanding of the demographics of the people who watch my channel. Most people watching this video are going to be men between the ages of 15 and 25. To everybody who fits in that demographic, or even women who are in that age range, you tell me how many people our age are making six figures. Tell me how many people our age in this age range are making six figures a year. How many of these people are high value men? Okay, it is almost impossible to be a high value man based on the guidelines, the arbitrary guidelines set by these influencers who, I'm not going to name names, but I think you guys know who I'm talking about for the most part. Okay, pretty much anybody who talks about the high value movement, they are a part of the problem. Okay, they are a part of the problem, and I have to give it to them. They are smart. They're very smart. I read the comments of those videos too. I don't just read my own comments. I read comments on other people's videos. And when I watch a red pill video or, a video where people are debating about gender roles or, standards, anything like that, I always leave feeling genuinely astonished at the mindset that some people carry around with them each and every day. Like, I genuinely wonder how people can move through their day-to-day life harboring this much negativity and insecurity. Okay, you have these people who are, like I said, between the ages of 15 and 25, or even 25 and 35, who are not making six figures, and because of that, they feel like they're nobodies. They feel like they're not able to get the woman that they want. Now, this is completely counterproductive to everything that I've ever said about how to get a woman. I've literally laid out the game on a platter for you guys, time and time again. It's confidence. That's all you need. You just need confidence. Because if you have confidence, you're going to attract women who are right for you. Not only women, but people. You're going to create friendships. You're going to establish connections. You're going to attract people into your life that are on the same wavelength because you're confident in yourself, not in what you have. See, what you have to understand about high value men and high value women is that it's not about what you have, it's about who you are and the way that you see yourself. Because you can have a lot of money, but you can also lose a lot of money. The difference between a high value person and a low value person is that the high value person who has confidence, they will be able to overcome any and all adversity that they face in their lives because they have confidence. Confidence is how you overcome obstacles. Now, I'm not going to sit here and lie to you guys and tell you that no women care about money. That's not what I'm saying. And maybe I'm just as guilty of what they're doing because I am generalizing as well. But basically what I'm trying to say is that not all women are like this. Not all women see men as a meal ticket. The women on these shows, they do. And the reason why is because they're low value women who want to find a man to compensate for their deficiencies. These are women that should be avoided. They may look good on the surface, okay, but there are a lot of good looking women out there. Nothing turns me off more than a woman who looks good on the surface, but has nothing going on up here. Okay, she can't think, she can't hold a conversation. She has no dreams or aspirations other than, being taken care of like a child. These are women that should be avoided, but lust gets the better of a lot of men. They look at the women's looks and that's where they stop looking. And they feel like that's the prize. They see the women on Instagram in their bikini pictures and, they think that's what I want. And they start living their whole lives and restructuring everything that they do in their day-to-day life just for the sake of acquiring that. And I'm trying to save you the disappointment of that because you're going to get one of these women and you're going to realize how insecure they actually are, and they're going to hold you back. This is something that I said in my video talking about why I never pay for the first date. A lot of the time, the same women who expect you to provide for them and basically see you as a meal ticket, they're the same ones who will make you go broke because of their bad spending habits and then leave you when you go broke. These women do exist. I'm not denying that. There are definitely low value women out there who want you for your resources and don't care about who you are behind the money. But those women are to be avoided. Okay, stop going to these low vibrational places where you'll find these women. If you favor the same places as celebrities or wealthy people, who do you think you're going to find? You're going to find a bunch of groupies, gold diggers. Okay, you're going to find people who don't value themselves and just want clout and attention and validation. Now, I'm not saying that women don't factor in the money that you're making, but you have to understand the reason why they factor that in. It's not about the money itself. Anybody can go out there and start scamming and make a lot of money. Okay, money is not that hard to come by these days. The reason why they're drawn to money is because they're drawn to confidence. Because generally speaking, people with a lot of money are very confident. For the most part, there are definitely exceptions to that rule, but generally speaking, when people have a lot of money and they're flashy with their money, they spend their money a lot, they have this inflated sense of self-importance and they see themselves as better than other people. And some women are drawn to that. Typically, low value women are drawn to that. But, even a regular man who is about his business, like me, I'm not making the most money, but I'm a very ambitious, driven person, and that's inspired by my confidence. And that's something that my girlfriend has openly expressed to me that she finds attractive in me. Now, speaking of me and my girlfriend, I think that this is a very good example of how not all women care about the way that you're living. Okay, I live with my parents. I still live with my parents. Most of my videos are filmed in my bedroom that I grew up in, that I've been sleeping in since I was 7 years old. My girlfriend has her own apartment, a nice apartment at that. She's the first person to ever live in it. It's a very, very nice apartment. I've had her come over to my house and lay down on the floor with me and watch Netflix because I don't have a bed in my room. Now see, a low value woman, she would have came in my room and called an Uber. Okay, and I probably never would have saw her again because she would have been with me for the illusion of what she thought I had. The fantasy that she created in her head that I might have perpetuated by fronting, by buying all of this jewelry, this designer clothing, these expensive cars when I'm still living in my parents' house. Okay, that would be a major, major mistake on my part because not only am I messing up my financial security, I'd also be sabotaging any possibility of me finding true love because I'm presenting an image of myself that is going to attract low value women and gold diggers. Okay, now like I said, my girlfriend, she's come over to my house. She sees the way that I live. She doesn't know how much money I make, but she knows that no matter how much money I make, I'm a very frugal person. Now, this is another thing that I want to touch on since we're on the topic of financial security in relation to finding love. Just because you have a lot of money and status, that does not mean that you're actually going to spend that money on yourself or on your partner. There are a lot of millionaires out there who have all of their money tied up into investment vehicles, stocks, bonds, real estate, things like that, commodities. Okay, so from a gold digger's perspective, from the perspective of a low value woman who wants a man who's making a lot of money, just because you're making a lot of money does not mean that you're spending a lot of money. You could be the wealthiest person in the room, but you can have on the cheapest outfit. Now, if you're in the club with the cheapest outfit on, but you have a net worth of $5 million versus somebody who has all designer clothes on and a VVS chain and watch to match it, but they still live with their parents, who do you think the girl is going to go after? Okay, they're going to go after that guy. The low value woman is going to go after that guy because she's drawn to material items. Like I said, a lot of these women, they're not very bright up here. I'm not denying that these women exist, but what I'm saying is that they are not the only people out there. There are definitely great women out there who will take care of you and support you. I'm not saying that you should be looking for that. I think that, as an adult especially, you should be trying to take care of yourself and level up in your life. But at the same time, there are women out there like that who will help you when you're at your lowest point, and who will stay with you no matter what happens because they see beyond what you have. They see who you are. And they realize that who you are is what's going to allow you guys to live that type of lifestyle.